Hey guys, welcome back. In case you forgot, this is Miriam. She's the other half of the team here at John and Miriam's travel vlog. She hasn't been in the last couple of videos, so today we're doing a duo video. I'm a big fan of saying that it's easy to see the end result of hard work and go, "Gee, I wish I could do that," but never understanding the hard work that goes into it. So today we're hopefully going to cover some of that in today's video.
So I guess we wanted to talk about philosophy a little bit today. Just how do you manage your money so that you have money available for travel? So, and John's good at philosophy.
Now that you put me on the spot, yes. Are we really actually here? Or are we imagining this reality?
Right.
Anyway.
So I have this theory that money's kind of like closet space. Most people tend to use what they have. You know, when you don't have it, you don't use it. So the trick is to use less than what you have, to live below your means. And I think maybe it's a little bit easier for us because we're empty nesters, and our responsibilities to our children. They're adults now, so they've kind of been launched into the world. So it's really just the two of us, and I think that makes a big difference.
Oh yeah, absolutely. College is done, paid for, they're
Daycare
gone.
days are gone.
Yes.
All of that.
Just we'll be needing daycare for me soon, but that's a different story.
And we're, I guess a couple years ago we started to really embrace the minimalist concept, and I think one of the things that happened is that we had to clean up after a family member had died. And when you go through someone's personal belongings and try to sort through that, and it was a bit of a mess at the time. I think you really think about, what do I want my things to say about me, and do I really need all these things? There was a time when we had a storage unit. Those days are past. We have some work to do yet, but we've really made good progress. And when you clear yourself of some of that clutter, I think it also improves your ability to budget.
And also to find things. The less stuff you have, the less likely it is that something important will get lost and you can't find it amongst all the clutter of everything else.
Yeah, it takes stress and time.
Yes.
And things like that. So that's part of it. We went to a financial advisor. I think that was helpful because it really they led us in a process of laying out what our goals were and where we were, and kind of facing that reality. So I think that was an important piece of it too.
And a lot of the little nuts and bolts things that we do that really, like Miriam said, it's like closet space. You tend to use what you have. So if you actually take your monthly expenditures, I know it's easy for me because I put absolutely everything on my American Express card so I can have a track of every dollar I spend. I don't spend cash. And just analyze your spending and realize where your money's going. We did that and realized we were spending a bit more money eating out than we wanted to spend money on. We enjoy it, but it's costly.
Yeah.
So we have cut back on that. Another thing, we don't have television. We have a television. We don't have cable. We don't have satellite. I don't miss it because I'm not really into broadcast television. It's kind of boring. Game shows, sitcoms.
Yeah. So we do watch, we stream and we watch Netflix and things like that, but we're more selective.
And YouTube. We watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, a lot of YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, and I guess we're lucky too in that you're retired from city government. I'm currently working for city government. You don't get rich working for city government, that's the truth.
But you get a nice pension.
Yeah, and the older I get, the more I appreciate that. And as I see my children entering the work world, it's not always a factor of their benefits of employment. So that's a plus. And you don't get get rich working for city government, but again, you sometimes it's hard to increase your earnings, but you can work to decrease your spending, and the net result is the same, that you have extra income to do the things that you want and the things that you've identified as your priorities. And for us, that's travel. For others, it might be having a new car or new boat or airplane or something like that.
Speaking of new cars, one of the things that we do, I'm just giving a couple of examples. I have always, in my life, been the kind of person who would drive a car until the wheels fall off, and then I'd buy another one and I'd keep it till the wheels fall off. I think I've only owned 4 cars in my lifetime. Both of our cars are 10 years old or older, and fortunately for me, I learned how to turn a wrench early in life, so I can do a lot of the preventative maintenance and some of the basics myself. It's cheaper for me to do it than to pay a shop $100 an hour to do it. Even though I love our folks that work on our cars, I just can't afford to go run to them every time I need a set of brake pads or something like that. I can do those things myself. Even if you're not able to do those things yourself, buying an older car, people think, well, we'll nickel and dime you to death. Well, I'd rather be nickel and dime to death than $100 here and $500 there. When you buy a new car, you're only going to have it maintenance free for maybe a year, maybe 2 years. And then after that, you're going to start having regular maintenance issues, tires, brakes, that sort of thing. So I just know that for me, having a new car every couple of years doesn't work for me. My car has been paid off, the property taxes are lower, the insurance is lower, and it serves us well. It gets us from point A to point B reliably.
Yeah. And I think the other thing about how we approach travel is, your mom died much earlier than she had ever planned to die, and she had travel plans that she wasn't able to fulfill.
Yes.
And my sister died at age 55, and that was really young age to die, and she packed a lot into those 55 years, but I always thought that we would grow old together the way my grandmother and her sister lived into their 90s together. So I guess my point is, we have today. Tomorrow doesn't come with a guarantee. So our philosophy is let's seize the day. Let's try to have as many experiences as we can together.
Yes, it's just prioritizing what's important and going after those things. For us, having satellite TV, paying a couple $100 a month, or cable TV doesn't interest us. Having the latest and shiniest new car doesn't concern us. Having the latest and greatest iPhone, I don't care. I need a phone to make a phone call with. So those are our priorities because we enjoy traveling. And our biggest decision was to buy the Spider. And if you follow our channel, you know it took us 2 years, 10 months from the first time it crossed our mind until we actually brought it home. And it's been 2 years since we've had it, 2 years this month. So no regrets. And we're able to do the things that we do is because of what we've just planned and prioritized.
Yeah. So I feel like we're still students of money management. I mean, I follow a couple of blogs. There's a Facebook group that NPR sponsors, Your Money in Your Life, that I get a lot of good information from, and I like the Savvy Couple and things like that. And I know there are a ton of blogs out there, but leave us a comment on tips that you have or something you found particularly helpful. There's always more that we can learn and more that we can do, and certainly a lot that we need to refine. We're not perfect by any means, and
I just want to go on camera and personally thank Miriam for allowing me to go on the trip that we're going on in a few weeks. I'm beside myself in anticipation. We're about 10 days out, and it's because of our planning, a lot of detailed planning and sacrificing to make this happen.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes. Well, that's going to be about it for today's video.
Well, thanks for watching. Y'all take care.
And don't forget to subscribe.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Feel free to leave a comment below.